I'm in the marketplace and I come across some dates, I always buy because they're filling, sweet, and a great snack. Now, today I'm going to be showing you a very easy dates and carrot recipe, which is going to turn out moist, fluffy, delicious, a little bit sweet because of the dates, and it's going to be the perfect cake for you to try out because it's going to be so delicious. For this recipe, you need some dates, which you can find in a well-stocked supermarket. So you're going to remove the pit, then you're going to add into a bowl and add in hot water, soak for around 10 minutes. Then next, you're going to preheat your oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Spray and line your baking tin with parchment paper so that it can be easy for you to invert the cake. We're going to get straight into making our delicious date and carrot cake. And you need 1 cup of margarine or softened butter. And to whip up, you're going to need a hand mixer. And over high speed, you're going to whip up the margarine for around 1 minute. When the margarine is well whipped up, it's going to be very fluffy. So next, you're going to add in 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. Whip the margarine and sugar until fully combined. Crack in 3 eggs. Over high speed, you're going to whip up the margarine, sugar, and eggs for around 1 to 2 minutes. And in between, you're going to scrape your bowl to make sure everything is getting perfectly whipped up. When done, this is how your batter is going to be looking. So next, you're going to add in your raising agents, and I'm going to start with a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, some cinnamon powder and nutmeg. Add in salt, around 1/4 teaspoon. And a teaspoon of vanilla essence. The first step of whipping up your sugar, margarine, and eggs is very crucial when baking because you are creating a lot of air pockets in the batter, so you'll get a fluffy cake. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can simply use a whisk, but it's going to take a little bit of muscle and patience for you to whip up until the batter is very soft and light. Adding in the cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla essence is going to add in some very nice flavor into your date and carrot cake, that is, while the baking soda, the baking powder are going to help the cake rise in the oven. So once everything is fully combined, I'm going to get back into my dates which are soaking, and as you can see, they are very soft after around 10 minutes. And remember, the recipe calls for 1 cup of water, so if you're going to be using a big blender to blend up your dates, don't add in any more water. My date puree has a little bit of texture, as I said, because we want to catch some dates popping in the cake once ready. So now back to my big bowl. I'm going to be gradually adding in my all-purpose flour together with my date puree. I'm going to fold in. At this point, you don't need a hand mixer because you're going to knock out all the air pockets that you created while whipping up the margarine, sugar, and eggs. So a spatula or a whisk is quite okay. Adding my puree as I fold in. Adding the rest of the flour. For the recipe, we added in 3/4 cup of sugar, which you can reduce to 1/2 cup if you don't like your cake very sweet. But when it comes to dates, they're naturally sweet, so they're going to add in a bit more sweetness. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose vegetable peeler and grate my carrots. This is how your batter is going to be looking. So now you're going to add in your carrots when ready and fold in. By now you're going to catch a very nice aroma in your batter from the cinnamon and nutmeg. And once done mixing up everything, don't overmix your batter because your cake is going to turn out a little bit dry when ready. So I'm going to pick up my prepped up tin and transfer in the batter. Using my spatula, I'm going to level up the batter, making sure it's evenly spread in the baking tin. And this is a 8x8 square baking tin. You can also use a round one. And once done, I'm going to place some cashew nuts on top just to create a nice pattern on the cake. You can also add in some roasted peanuts on top just to create this nice pattern. And once done, you're going to be baking your cake at 180 degrees Celsius for around 60 minutes. And to check if the cake is ready, you're going to insert a skewer. Once the skewer comes out clean with no wet butter, your cake is ready to cool down. Once your cake is ready, you're going to wait for around 10 minutes before inverting so that the cake can cool completely. Mine is ready to eat because it has been cooling for around an hour. I was just doing something else. So I'm going to transfer the cake from my cooling rack to my chopping board. And it's super moist because of the dates. After soaking the dates for around 10 minutes, they absorb in the water. So once you bake, they release that moisture into the cake. Hence, your cake is so moist. Just check this out. Using a serrated knife, I'm going to slice into my cake. And I absolutely love the gorgeous golden brown color on top. Cut the cake into slices. You'll notice some carrots popping. We have some dates and it's super moist. Once you press, it springs right back up. That means my cake is just perfection. I always get excited when it comes to baking because when the outcome is good, you are always excited or you're always proud of yourself. So yeah, hope you'll be giving this recipe a try because it's going to take only around an hour and 10 minutes, including the prep time, to bake and enjoy your cake.